Hi all, Nigel here with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench, and here we are back with yet another review. I'm sorry about all these review guys, I know some of you don't like them, some of you love them, but for those that don't, they are coming to an end. Well, this massive batch, I was given a load of stuff to review at Telford, or Scale Model World, and yeah, we're getting through it slowly. So basically here we have, this is a brand new kit, the kit number is 2006, it's 1/35th scale M7A3 BFIST Bradley fire support team vehicle, and it's the M7A3 BFIST, it says down there. This looks like it's Rodner 23 was the drawing of 2023 perhaps, I don't know. Magic Factory is the manufacturer. This is only the second Magic Factory kit I've ever owned. I was given this by the very generous Gary over at Tiger Hobbies, so if you go over to his site you'll be able to find this on there and get yourself notified of when it's coming into stock. So yeah, very beautiful kit. I'm led to believe Magic Factory kits are very nice. I have reviewed another Magic Factory kit, but the video hasn't gone out yet. In fact, this one will probably go out before that one. So what is this? It's basically an M3 Bradley, and we've got some optics and extra bits and pieces on it up here. I'm sure there are many of you out there that are very knowledgeable about this subject. I do actually have the old men kit in the stash with the separate interior and everything, so be interesting to get that and see what it looks like compared to this. But this should complete, and I think what this basically does, I mean, please tell me if I'm wrong, but from reading on the side of the box it looks like this is actually fire control. So this is actually, you know, telling these guys where to send their missiles and stuff. So beautiful box art, beautifully painted, very glossy. I can't have any lights on, you can see the reflections going on there, it's awful. Yeah, very nice and glossy, so if it does get splashed or anything it'll wipe off nicely. So going around the box as we normally do, you can see on the side here we have this is the 1st Battalion 5th Field Artillery Regiment, 1st Armoured Brigade Combat Team, 1st Infantry Division. So this one has doesn't have the plates on the side, but look at it, and this one does. Yeah, so there we go. So you've got different types of armour you can have on there, and this one here in the tricolour scheme, this one just says unit unknown. So there it tells you basically what the kit is all about. Basically it's an upgrade kit based on the M7A3 cavalry fighting vehicle. Laser Ranger Finder, map system and extra antenna are all presented. The vehicle chooses to apply armour version or standard version, so there's the armour and there's the standard. All hatches are workable. This kit includes plentiful PE parts and beautiful decals. So you can see down here we've got lots of decals, we've got a sheet of PE there, and it looks like here they look like mass, but I'm wondering if they're actually like acetate for the clear parts, and that we shall see. And then here we've got all about Magic Factory itself. At the end of the box here, quite a clever little thing, they've sort of got that, looks like it's coming out of the box at you sort of thing. And then over on here, I'll hold that there and then you can pause and read at your heart's content. That's telling you all about the vehicle. And then here we've got another couple of kits coming from Magic Factory. That one is 2008 and that one is, I don't see a number on this one. Yeah, I can't see a number, that's probably 2007, so this is 2006. So yeah, Magic Factory, very new company, sort of bounced onto the scene, I believe, with their F4U Corsair, which I know Fenris loves. He hasn't built one yet, but I'd like to know what their kits are like. If anybody's built one, if you could let me know. They look very nice on the sprue, but as we all know, that means nothing. So, what have we got in here? We have a very full box of sprues. Now this kit has been reviewed before. Gary gave this to somebody else to review, and that person gives the kits back and then he gives them to me and says do what you want with them, so I'm very lucky. So as you can see, we've got upper hull, lower hull there. We've got all the bags. All the bags have been opened by the previous reviewer. So in the bottom of the box here we have the instructions, decal sheet, PE, lots and lots of stuff. So let's have a look down in here and see what we've got. Okay, so it's photo etch and bits and pieces there, all in the pre-opened bag. So we've got our instructions here, and we have colour callouts. So this one is all in the sand colour. I'm not exactly sure what colour that is. They're giving colour callouts: military, tan, in AK, Mr. Colour and Tamiya, so XF57, I believe that's buff. So you can see here we've got the buff armour, but the actual tricolour scheme on there. So all the colours here are in XF. There's no call outs yet in LP, which is a shame. I wish there were, but the LP range is not that big as of yet. So so there we go, there's our colour call outs. So let's have a quick look at instructions like we always do first of all. So as we can see, it's sort of A4 sized, 14 pages, that's not many, seems like a lot more than that, but anyway. And then we have lovely black and white images on there. So going over the page, as usual, we've got our hints and tips, health and safety, icons, what tools to have and everything like that. We've got our sprue call out here. So we've got, okay, this down here, I was right, it's coated lens stickers for the lenses, but this one is a masking sticker. So we've got masks and lenses, so that's a really nice touch. We've got a metal barrel, which is a nice touch. We've got a small PE fret, a large PE fret, and a decal sheet down there. So all very nice indeed. So going over the page, so as usual, we're starting with the hull, building up the road wheels and the sprockets, and then adding all the suspension arms in place. It looks like they've got double locations, so it shouldn't be too difficult to position them all. Or they're going to have D-shaped pins or something, I'm guessing. No, yes, they have keys on them. You can see they are actually keyed in there. When we start looking at the plastic, I'll get the light on, guys, so you'll see things better. And then here we are adding all the wheels. We've got some bits and pieces going on there, and then adding a stiffener inside the hull. Then we're adding the top of the hull and the rear plate, which is a very nice touch. Not sure if they're going to make an interior kit for this or not. I have heard no idea of plans or anything. I know that's the way Wayfield Model are going, so maybe Magic Factory are going to do the same. So here we have the some armour plate going on the side, and the tools and everything going on there. Notice these are just plastic tools, no options for photo etch clamps or anything. Got some hooks and greeblies and bits and pieces going on, and the same on here, more tools and bits and pieces on these hatches. So we've got a PE part here telling us to bend it like that, so that's going to be a tie down of some sort. And then we've got the forward plate going on here, the plate going on the top. So basically you've got everything is plated, because as you can see from the front of the box, it's got all these armour plates everywhere. So basically you've got the hull and then all these thick steel plates bolted on. So that's going to look very authentic rather than having it all moulded in one. That's going to look pretty cool. And then here we are adding more bits and pieces. We've got the front hatch cover there. I believe that's where the engine is in there. I'm not sure. Maybe the engine's in the back. Not sure. But there is a big hatch in the back. So not very familiar with this vehicle. And then we've got the driver's lookout here. Is that the driver's lookout? Yes, looks like the driver's lookout at the front there, with his visions and everything. And then we've got the upper hatch here with lookouts and everything for the crew in the back. And they're going over, adding more plates and panels, adding more hatches. There's that massive rear door. And then we're going to build up the tracks. Looks like we've got Lincoln length tracks, which is cool. So you're not going to have working suspension or anything, but it's much better to have this than the individual links. And not much point in having working tracks if you don't have working suspension. So there we go. Mudguards front and rear going on. And we've got some doors here. This is the rear left ammunition storage box, rear right ammunition storage box. Nice they're telling you what all these bits and pieces are, isn't it? Front brat armour assembly. So this is the additional armour you can add should you want to. Okay, and they give you a nice vision there of how it all goes together. These are lovely instructions actually. They're very clear, and they also are very sort of, they're showing you, you know, how it goes together and then how it should look when it's done. Very well sort of laid out. And again, the descriptions of what the things are. So there's the left headlight, the right headlight, that's all going on there. The brat armour going on the front, and then we've got more armour going on the sides. We've got grab handles and everything on there. PE, this looks like tie down brackets, all going on. And we've got some louvers there and other doors. More armour, more brat armour. Loads and loads of it here just to plaster all over the sides. Really make the thing huge. We have a machine gun there going into its mount in the turret. And then we're going to add some detail into the top of the turret. And then bottom of the turret's getting some detail. and then we're going to bring them together. Yes, we're bringing them together there. Then we've got some plates going on, some armour plate. No doubt there'll be Brat armour to go on there as well, if you want to. Turret armour and turret Brat armour assembly yet, so you can choose to have the Brat or not. And then more Brat armour going on there. And then we have Gunner's integrated sight assembly. This is great for idiots like me that's telling you what all the parts are. And then we have the Commander periscope protection. So that's actually a plastic part you're going to bend. We've seen that on another kit, haven't we, as well? Amazing. So you've got these glazed panels going in here. I can't see any mention. Oh, there you go. Please use masking stickers and coated lens stickers. So that's going to have that for that lens inside there. I'm not telling us to use them on there, but I thought on the box front we actually saw that they are. Oh no, they are clear. These have the colouring on them. Look. So be interesting to see what's what. So there we go, and then we've got a basket of whatever that is going on the back of the turret there, and then we've got this. This is the integrated fire support sensor assembly, so that's very nice. So that's the big one going on the left hand side of the turret there, and then we're going to chuck the turret onto the top of the hull, and we're done. We're adding these 4 antennae here. So quite a busy little model with lots and lots of detail. Looks like it'd be a fairly quick build. You could probably just build the whole bloody thing and then paint it. So very nice. We'll have a look at this because we've got it out. So we've got a proper bag full of little bits and pieces here. So we've got so in here we have 3 sheets. And I think what we'll do now is get the light on. I think that's 3 sheets, isn't it? So we've got the reflective sort of purpley coloured film there for the lenses. We have masks here, so you can put those lenses on and then mask them afterwards to paint them. And then you've got here, this is the layout of the masking sheet, so that's telling you, in fact it looks like they're both the same. Yes, so that's the layout. I've got them upside down. So that's the layout there. That's very thoughtful, isn't it? That's for the lenses. That's very nice. So somebody's thinking on their feet there in that company. We have a lovely little decal sheet, made in China, so they're not cartographed or anything, but they are very nice. They're very matte, not particularly thin, but they're not particularly that thick either. You can see we've got some stencil data and stuff on there, and these little center gravity things, whatever they are. Very nice. And then here we have, oh, this is nice. There's our brass barrel, and you can see the muzzle there on the end as well. That's very nice indeed. And then here we have some grills there. You can see my fingers through, so they're both mesh. Looks like we've got a wheel mask there, which is thoughtful. So little bits and pieces there. So this is the small one. This is going to be particular to this model, and then you'll probably get this one. Will probably be generic. That's interesting. See, that one there is saying 2004 M Short Bradley M7A3 BFIST. So this is obviously for another kit as well. So this is what they're carefully making their bits. They can share them between kits. But that's all our brackets and everything there. So the whole thing's bloody covered in those, doesn't it? So that's very nice. I should imagine this will build into a very nice model actually. If the kit goes together as well as it's presented, then it will be a very pleasurable build, I think, this. Okay, so they can go over there. Right then, so we'll start looking at the plastic. So it's a grey plastic, very Airfix looking. And it's not too hard and it's not too soft by the look of it. It's very nice. We have a lovely, sort of slightly textured finish. We have all the detail underneath here. So I can't see any injection marks. I cannot see for the life of me where the plastic has been injected. It's incredible, unless it's there. Wow, very nice. But basically, yeah, one piece hull, so you've got no hole to build up. It's all, you know, nice and straight already for you. So that's very nice. And then we've got the upper part of the hull here. It's just going to drop on there. That's going to fit onto there like so. There we go. That is a very nice fit indeed. If you can get it to stay there, it's a very, very nice fit indeed. Front there slightly warped, but that's nothing to worry about. That's soon be clamped down. Yeah, this is also 2004. So this is obviously generic. Yeah, and this one's 2004. So this kit number is 2006, but they're using the hull from 2004, which is absolutely fine. You can get an idea of the size of it there. There's it on my hand. It's quite a big vehicle and looks great parked up next to one of your Abrahams or something. Very nice indeed. Right, I'm going to take the sprues out of the bag, and as usual I'm just going to take them as they come. So what do we have here? We have some of that lovely brat armour here. So very nicely moulded. Nice they've got the big letters cut out in the frame, so you don't have to go searching around for lightly engraved numbers. Very, very crisp, very, very sharp, beautifully slide molded. You can see we've got the detail on here. You can see the lovely detail on there and on the top, the bolt detail. So you can imagine, you know, your washers and your filters and your dry brushes is just going to make all this absolutely pop. So you can see there we've got a plastic gun barrel and we've got a plastic machine gun. So you're obviously not going to use that, are you? And then there's the breech for the gun. Big old breech for such a little barrel, isn't it? It's lovely. Very crisp. And then here we have a vinyl sprue. So there's some mud flaps and stuff. Not sure if I like that or not. But I think I'd rather have them in plastic and then be able to paint them. Although I have found that if you are wanting to paint this vinyl, I found that MRP paint seems to stick to it okay, but give it a good wash in some IPA or something, and then paint it before it gets a chance to get greasy, and you should be able to get some colour onto it. So there we go. So that's our first little bag there. And then the second sprue to come out is Sprue O. I think there's a lot of sprues in this kit. So you can see here we've got the coiled up rope, wire rope that's going to go on the back. I'd rather they did this than give you wire, because often the wire just doesn't want to stay down and it wants to spring out and everything. It's so much easier if it's in plastic. If it's moulded nicely, then I think it's fine. Certainly rather that than bloody string. We've got some tools here, some tiny little bits and pieces there. I'm not sure what they are, but you can see we've got shovel, an axe, sledgehammer by the look of it. Very nice indeed. Headlight guards, is that? Not sure. Part there almost broken off the sprue. And some little bits of plating and stuff. All of this steel has a nice texture to it, so it'll, as I say, it'll wash and filter and that up beautifully. And then we've got slide moulding on here for these boxes and everything. So very nicely done. It seems like a very nice plastic as well. Yes, it is. Very nice plastic indeed. So that's Sprue O. And then here we have Sprue R. I'd like to say thank you to the guy that reviewed it previously for opening all the bags for me. It saves me having to do it. So we got a lovely cast finish on that. I'm not sure if that's cast or if it's like the coating that you get on a Merkava. But whatever it is, it's nicely done. You can see it on there. You can imagine that with paint and wash. Do you know, I might actually build this. I really do like it. It's very nice. I like the fact that you could just basically just put this together and then paint it. Got some ejector pin marks on the inside of there, and there's some detail, so I'm not exactly sure what that part is, but it could be that we're going to have to do some ejector pin filling on there. Not sure. But, there's that rear hatch cover there, where the guys could look out through those windows. And then we have here, this is Sprue D, and there's two of these, as you can see. So we've got on here, we've got some single track links. I'm not sure if that's spares or if that's for the actual tracks themselves. And then we've got suspension arms, which are tiny, and they have those little locators on them, you can see, so you can get all the suspension level, get all the wheels touching the ground. Those hooks there, look at those, they are beautiful. They're the nicest I've ever seen, I think. Beautifully moulded with the bolt detail and everything on them. Very nice. Got some grab handles and D-rings here, shackles, rope handles there, look, wire rope. Beautiful. That looks like it's probably an idler mount there. Shock absorber. And then here we have, this is the BFIST thing. This is the big thing that goes on the left hand side of the turret, so you'll have that big window in behind there. So that's obviously the sprue for that, and then you've got all the antenna here for transmitting all the information back to the launchers. So this is basically fire control. And here we have clear. This is very nice. You have a white hair in there. Very nice indeed. Beautifully clear. And they're very, very shiny. The tool is well polished. They are very nice. You can see there's vision blocks there. Here's the last of the smaller sprues. So here we have Sprue J. And we can see here we have lots of bracketry and bits and pieces, all very, very crisp and sharp. It's almost like you could cut yourself on these bolt heads, they're so crisp. Very nice indeed. See the detail on there. Beautifully done. And then here, this is the last of the smaller sprues. So we can see here, obviously, we've got this is the rear entrance area. There's the rear door. So you've got an inner and an outer by the look of it, or you have options. Now it does look like an inner and outer, so you can have the door open. That would indicate to me that quite possibly there will be an interior kit on the way then. Maybe you could use the main interior, fit that in it, I don't know. But we've got some more of the plates here that go around, the armour plates to go over it. There's the front gear covers for the sprockets. But as we can see, there's the rear cover, the rear of the hull. That's going to be the rear door. So I'm guessing this is the inside and this is the outside. So it looks like we are going to get the option, otherwise why would they mould the inside of the door? It looks like we are going to get an interior kit, guys. So here we have wheels and tracks. I know this is really heavy. So beautiful Lincoln length tracks. We have the big rubber pads on there, which are nice. And there's all the individuals. Now there's a big downside. Every one of those individual links, and some of these have got the ejector pin marks in them, which is a shame. You're not going to see the top ones, so you're not going to worry about that too much. But these around here, you want to get rid of those. They're going to look terrible, especially when you start putting washers on and stuff. You can see the ejector pin marks in there. It's not, you know, it's not solely this kit. Lots of kits have it, but it's a shame they've got them in there. Real shame. They're going to be quite difficult to fill as well, because if you look on that track, I'm not sure if that's raised or recessed. Oh, okay, it's recessed. There's a line either side of the ejector pin mark. So you're just going to put a drop of super glue in there and then sand them all out. Nightmare. I would suggest possibly cut these off the sprue, so you've got one length, and then do them all together. That way you'll keep everything nice and square. If you do each one individually, you're likely to start rounding them off. This upper track link, as you can see, has got the sag moulded into it. Not that you're going to see it, but it does look nice. And here we've got the tyres are going to go over the wheels, but you do actually have the outside of the wheel rim on there, so you still get to use that masking template. But yeah, very nicely done. There's that louver part going on the outside there. Got some track rollers there. What's that? There's our idlers, there's the sprockets. It is a lovely little model. Only downside so far is those ejector pin marks in the tracks, but I mean, if that's the only fault with the kit, then we've got a good one here. Here's the turret, so this is going to be particular to the BFIST kit, I should imagine. No, it's not 2004, so it's not. This is still the same as the M2. So you can see we've got this panel here, has got those holes in it. Beautifully done. Very, very crisply moulded. They've also thinned out the back side as well by the look of it. There's another one of those panels with the ejector pin marks on the inside, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. I think we've probably got parts here that we're not going to use actually. We're probably going to use the main parts of the turret, and then probably all of this stuff here won't get used. That's just my guess. But yeah, you'll have some nice parts for the spares bin, because this is all, you can see how crisp it all is, very sharp. Those hinges are beautiful on there. Look. You see the detail on the turret. Very nicely done. And then I think, no, it's not. It just keeps giving this kit. I thought this was the last sprue, but it's not. This is Sprue M. So you can see we've got all our brat armour here. And there's the armour for the front, sides. Well, that's the front panel, isn't it? That's the front panel door there. Got a cooling grill there, which is completely moulded through, as you can see my finger through there. So that's very nice. They've really got their moulding off to a T, this company. They're really lovely. I mean, those brackets there for holding the brat armour is lovely. Very, very crisp and sharp and really nice. See the detail on there. Very nicely done. Again, this is 2004, so that's a generic sprue. And then, yeah, this is the last sprue. There's no more bags of goodies or anything like that. And then this is the main side armour. So again, this is generic, it's 2004. Got some louvers there, bits of the turret ring by the look of it. There's that stiffener for going inside the hull, and these are going to go onto the sides of the hull. Got some very positive location. I'm just looking here. There's a big square cutout there. It looks like that's going to go into there like that, and then you've got another slot at the back there. So very positive location on there. Yeah, it's very, very nice. Again, look at the texture on there. If you decide not to use the Brat armour, that's what you're going to have. But you've got all these bolted on plates. It's going to look bloody awesome. Washed and chipped and a little bit of rust here and there and a bit of dirt. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Bit of a big move forward from the M113, isn't it? I didn't actually look at this, did I? The upper hull. Lovely hatch detail there. That hinge detail is beautiful on there. Nice grille. Some hinges there. As I say, all this is going to get covered up. I'm just going to have a great big turret sitting on the top with all that equipment and then the big antenna sticking up. It's going to be a very good looking model, actually, this. Very good looking model. As you can see it there, I mean, it's just got so much presence with that huge turret and all that equipment on it. It's yeah, very lovely. It's a shame it doesn't have an interior, because it would have been nice to display it with the back end open. You can see all inside. As I say, we've got the main kit if you want to do that, and that is a beauty, that one. But anyway, there we go. So that has been a review of kit number 2006 from Magic Factory. I'm just going to pause the video a second and I'm going to go and look on the website and see how much it is. I checked that it is actually up on there at the moment, actually. Hang on. Okay, I've just had a look on the Tiger Hobbies website. It is there, so you can go on there, click on it, and then ask to be notified when it comes in stock if you want to get one. It's priced at $49.99. It's showing out of stock. Now, the way Gary runs his website, if it says out of stock, it doesn't mean he's sold out. It means it's not in yet, or it's sold out. But whenever I show you these kits on here and I talk about Tiger Hobbies, generally they are review samples. This kit is a review sample which has been sent to him by Magic Factory. So, yeah, I mean, the production sample may well have colour instructions or something. I don't know. But, you know, you have to remember this is a review sample, but the plastic will it's going to be the same kit. So, yeah, it's $49.99, which seems a very reasonable price for what it is. As I say, it would have been nice to see an interior on there. But, yeah, if you want to get yourself one, get yourself on over to Tiger Hobbies website. Click on the actual tank itself. If you put BFIST, BFIST in the search, it'll come straight up. And then you can click on it and then you can put your email address in to be notified when it comes into stock. So it says June, November. I'm imagining everything is running about a month late because I know that he's got stuff due December, which is now going to be very early January. So with all the problems in the world with shipping and everything, obviously things are getting a bit delayed. But I know the other thing Gary does to keep the cost of shipping to a minimum, he makes sure every single container he brings over is absolutely cram full. So he doesn't bring any half-empty containers because that would just put the cost of shipping up, which would increase the price of the kits. So there we go. There it is. That's the... Turn the light off again now. Look at that. How shiny is that box? That is the Magic Factory M7A3 BFIST Bradley Fire Support Team vehicle. And yeah, it's beauty. And as I say, I think I may well build it. That'll be 2 military vehicles. This and the King Tiger. But... yeah, as I say, Gary kindly gave me this, so I really should build it for him. But it is a beauty, a lovely, lovely kit, and highly recommended by moi. So there we are. See you all soon. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.